Blog Talk Radio.
What time is it?
WH Radio.
Welcome back to another edition of WH Radio. You got Skits, and I am live here with Oscar. What is going on, man?
What's going on? WrestleMania is actually getting very exciting, man. But we could talk about that later, though.
Yeah, definitely, man. A lot to talk about. A lot of exciting things have been going on in professional wrestling this past weekend and today. But today, before we start off the rest of our show, we have a special guest. We have Miss Allie Parker, also known as Kylie Sutton. What's going on?
Hey, how are ya?
How you doing? Welcome back.
Thanks for having me back. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's crazy. Funny story for all of our listeners. I actually ran into Allie Parker at the AWS show, and we were just chopping it up, and now she's back here on the show. So what's new with you ever since the last time you were on here?
Oh, I have a ton of things going on. We just had this last weekend a show, Adrenaline Unleashed show in Vegas with Joey Ryan and PPA, Pretty Peter Avalon. That was really fun. We had a bunch of people. We actually had one of the old Glow Girls come out and support Joey Ryan. It was really, really cool. I didn't get to meet her, but it's really cool to see a lot of the Glow Girls, still around. And it's all fresh in my mind because I just watched the documentary on Netflix. So those Glow chicks are cool. But yes, anyway, so that just happened. And then me personally, I'm doing this crazy local radio thing that I've been doing weekly. So I have that going. It's like some contest in Vegas. So if you're following that, I'm doing that again, and that's going to be really, really fun this week. And then, I have a ton of stuff coming up. I don't know, we can get into that a little later if you like, but yeah, lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, speaking of Vegas scene, I seen this being very exciting because I see some of the guys that we see a lot out here in SoCal, like Peter Avalon. I believe I'm not sure what title it is, but I know he holds a title that's out there in Vegas.
Yes, he just took the Las Vegas title from Tommy Misfit, who's also known at Championship Wrestling as Thomas Day,
yes.
From him out here. So he's been our fan favorite. Tommy has been our fan favorite for so long, and then Peter Avalon came in and just stirred it all up and stole that belt, and they just did what we call an Extreme Spires match, which is really cool. It was obviously an extreme match. You got to see. We're waiting for some pictures and some footage to put up, but it was a really cool match, and I got to be special guest referee, so that was fun too.
What?
Yeah.
At least you're a part of the main event, right?
Oh yeah, I'm so excited.
Now I want to go to Vegas.
We have a lot going on in Vegas. You should definitely come out.
Yeah, I remember me and you were talking at the AWS show. You're telling me that you and Sway Thompson have a tag team match going against Candice LeRae and Joey Ryan coming up soon. You want to get into that?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm so excited. Me and Sway Thompson are going to tag team against Joey Ryan and Candice LeRae at Extreme Thing. It's an event out in Vegas, and it's got all extreme sports, extreme bands. A couple of my favorite bands are going to be there, like the Used, Taking Back Sunday, and just that's a couple of people. But they have motocross, skateboarding, just a bunch of stuff, and then obviously us, pro wrestling, and all the matches are extreme matches. So we have our cage match and all these other things going. I think ours is I don't know if ours is extreme. I think it's extreme enough with just the tag, with Joey Ryan being involved. It's pretty extreme. So it's going to be a good one. I'm really excited. Candice LeRae is going to be fun to work with.
I love Candice.
Yeah,
you know what? I actually saw that flyer. I mean, I saw you have bands, you have motocross, and wrestling, and kind of like in one. Is this an outdoor event or an indoor event?
It is. It's at a huge park, and they've had it for so many years. And Adrenaline Unleashed has been with this group for so long and doing this yearly. It's been such a cool event. Like right when I first got started, I helped out, but this event is so fun. Like we have, I mean, all these really great bands that you know, if you like this kind of stuff, extreme sports and hardcore bands, this is a great event to go to. It's only $20 if you buy from like any of the rest of the Adrenaline Unleashed, but online it's $27. But it's an all-day event, festival sort of thing. It's so fun.
Oh, and when is the event again going on?
It's March 29th in Las Vegas.
Okay, March 29th. All right.
Yeah. Question. This is. I'm not sure. I mean, because most of the time I see Joey and Candace wrestle as a tag team. They're usually wrestling guys. Is this the first time they're wrestling a tag team that's guy girl?
I don't know. Sway Thompson and I have been wondering that ourselves, and we never really got a chance to ask that. This could be the first intergender match for both, for you know, obviously for me and Swade, and then them. That would be really cool. Yeah, I hope I'd be the first one to go.
I want to say you guys are, because every time I see them tag up, it's mostly at PWG, and they're going against guys like the Young Bucks or Kevin Steen and Cole, or you know, like Candace, she whoops these guys' ass all the time. So
yeah.
Most of the time when I see them tag up, they're definitely going at it against guys. I can't think of no other female who's been in the ring at the same time with Candice LeRae in a tag team match involving Joey Ryan. So.
Well, I sure hope. I'm going to confirm this, but I sure hope that we are the first. It'll be fun. I'm excited. It's going to be our first tag match, me and Swade, so hopefully we have good good chemistry.
Yeah. Definitely. Oscar, did you have a question?
Yes. I have a question about relates to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. I know you're known as Kylie Sutton in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. I just wanted to ask you. I should have asked Dave Marquez when we had him on here, but now that you're part of them, do you think that you should have a women's division in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood? Because I know they had one a few years back, and it looked like, I could be wrong, but it looked like ever since Buggy signed with the WWE, there was no more women's division since then. So in your mind, you think they should give it a try, having a women's division? Because you're in there, Shelly Martinez is in there, and you should probably bring in more women and give it a shot. I think you guys should give it a shot. I don't know, what can you comment to that, or?
Well, obviously I'm going to support women's wrestling, but I'm happy with what I'm doing there. I'm just happy to be a part of the group. And I kind of feel like, I just got there. I just want to show them what I've got right now, and for me personally, just work up the ladder. And when they're ready, if they ever become ready to book a women's match, I sure do hope it would be me and Shelly, because that would be, a dream come true for me, because I love Shelly and I would love to wrestle her. But, it is what it is. People, they have a vision for their promotion and what they're putting on TV, and I'm just, like I said, I'm happy to be a part of it as I am now. So, I'm not going to complain. I obviously want more women's wrestling, but if that's not what someone's vision is, then that's fine. And I'm not saying that's not. I just haven't heard otherwise. I don't really know. I'm just trying to, like I said, work up the ladder there. I just got in there, so I'm happy doing my thing with the Sutton boys and trying to beat off. I do get beat up quite often there, so it's not like I'm not.
Yeah, I do watch
I'm not really. Yeah, like every time I get in the ring, I don't know if this has been up yet, but Che Cabrera tried to put his cigar in my face.
What?
Luckily, one of my brothers saved me, so.
Yeah, and I also saw when Stu Stone, did he like slapped you or something like that, or spit at you? I'm trying to remember, but I remember he did something to you like that. Yeah.
Well, Stu was leading me on this whole time, making me think that me being a country girl, meeting some Hollywood famous guy, that he was, very, that he would like me. And I got fooled, and I went in for a kiss, and he just made a fool of me in front of everyone. So I'm still
now that you say that, me as a fan, I would like to see you part of the House of Stones. That would be sweet. I don't know why, because I fucking love that group. But my question I want to ask: how did you contact Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, or did they contact you? Like, how did you guys set that up so you can start working with them?
Well, this is actually a little. I don't even know if anyone remembers this, but my first, we have some of the Vegas guys that go out there, like I said before, Thomas Day, and then Greg Sharp, who had a good run, and then he hurt his shoulder, but he was wrestling like Ryan Taylor, and I forgot who else he had a couple really good matches and hurt his shoulder, but he's back actually, so our Vegas boys are back in action. So I came out, everyone was saying I should come out and check it out, and the experience was Scorpio Sky and Christian Cole and Big Duke had asked if I wanted to be one of the experienced girls that came out with them, since I was just going to come out. And I did. My first thing with Championship Wrestling was I was just one of the experienced girls, and I remember leading all the girls because the other girls had never been in the wrestling ring, and I'm familiar with the wrestling ring, so. But doing it in heels and a small dress was very difficult. No one remembers that because it was like, you're just a background person. But it was my first time getting to be like princessy in the wrestling ring. But I was like, all right, girls, this is how you're going to get in, you're going to get out. I was like the drill sergeant for the babes, and that was actually really fun. I would go back to being an experienced girl if I could. But I like my position now because it's more me. But that was fun. If you watch the Red Carpet Rumble, that's the one I was in.
What? I was there.
Yeah. I was there too.
Yeah. Blue dress. I think everyone else was wearing a black dress.
Maybe that's where you saw me. Remember when we were talking, you said you seen me at a couple of shows. Maybe that's where you saw me, and we probably yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. And then the next taping I came out for, I was planning to do the same thing, just be the experienced girl again. And they asked me, they said, hey, we're starting a new group. Would you, you have a kind of a country wrestling character. Would you like to join? I was like, totally. And this to me was huge. Like, yeah, I'd like to have an actual name on this show. So that's how it started. And I've been doing it ever since. My first time working as a Sutton, I wore my wrestling gear because that's all I had with me. So if you ever saw the very first time we came out, and that was funny. Cause,
I was there on that one too.
Yeah.
That's when I noticed.
So you were there?
Yeah, that's when I noticed you at that taping. I was like, hold up.
Yay.
I'm like, hold on, is that Allie Parker?
It was the leather, wasn't it? The leather shorts.
Yeah. I think I saw you tweeting. And I'm like, hold on, she's gonna be there? Like, I was like, hold on, what is this? So that's kind of like how I kind of like figured, you were going to be there, but I didn't know what you were going to be doing until I saw you come out. But it was definitely cool.
Yep. Yeah. Championship Wrestling has been such a fun and exciting experience. I've learned so much and met so many cool people being a part of this group. So I really, really enjoy doing it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Oscar.
Yeah, well, my next question I ask you is involved women wrestling. I see AWA is having a show coming up in around May. It involves a women's tournament, and I see you're part of it. And I noticed that you've been going to the shows. I've been going. I saw you like at least 3 times there. Is that something that Bart was trying to get you in for a while, or you're trying to get yourself in there for a while? Because I know you're finally going to participate in this show. So. And this is nothing but this is all a women's show. So just our listeners know this is all a women's show. So is that something you're trying to
May
get
31st.
in before? Yeah, it's May 31st.
I mean, honestly, when I like to watch wrestling. So, and I know a lot of the people wrestling. So for me, it's fun to just go watch, and because, you know, when we have shows, there's a lot of work that goes into it. I do help with ring crew at my show and, you know, all the stuff that we have to do. So just coming to watch a show is delightful. And then if we're coming out for Championship Wrestling, we've been trying to come out early so we can catch other shows. So me and the Vegas guys could actually, you know, start wrestling more out there. So we just want to check it out. But yeah, this is the first time Bart has approached me for this show, and I mean, he told me a while ago he wanted to use me, and I always just like, okay, cool. I wasn't purposely just going. It just, whenever we can get out there, we try and find shows to go to, because, you know, there's always something going on. So I do want to see a Santino's show. That's my next thing. And like PWG, I want to go check that out. I mean, there's a lot of shows. I want to, you know, I love watching wrestling, so.
Yeah, you gotta go to PWG.
I know. We just talked about
the last time.
Go to getting up there.
Yeah, last time we were there, we saw Christina Von Airy, we saw Sheila and Melissa. Everybody was just sitting down and just enjoying the show.
Speaking of those ladies are also going to be part of that card with Serena Dibs. Like, this has got Hudson Envy on there. I don't know if Candice is going to be on there yet, but it's stacked with great female professional wrestlers. Like,
oh, I know it. I am very nervous because there's a lot of good names on this show. So, man, I hope Candice will be there.
Do you know who you're going to be wrestling on that show by any chance?
I was back that.
No, I have no idea. I probably won't know until like right that day or whatever.
Do you have a preference?
How closer to the show?
I don't know. There's a lot of girls. I mean, I've wrestled Hudson Envy. I've wrestled Kimura. I'm trying to think who else. I think it's really it, though. I haven't wrestled a lot of those girls. So really anybody on the card will, you know, be exciting for me because I haven't wrestled very many of them. So, yeah, I can only, I mean, the card is so big, so many different girls. So I'm trying to think of everyone's name as I'm, you know, thinking of the picture. I think I've only wrestled 2 girls on there. So anybody would really work. I don't want to, yeah, that's all.
And I'm pretty sure, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you'll be wrestling twice that night because they also had the they had the 5 ladies versus 5 man match, too. So,
and a battle royal, too.
Yeah. But yeah, tickets are going on sale April 1st. Reserve your front row seating, people, if you're listening. Front row, $20. General admission, $20. General admission for kids, $12. So check it out. All women's show. I believe the winner gets the No More Contenders. Am I right or wrong?
I'm not sure. Is it?
Oscar?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oscar?
I think so. I think so. Well, all I know is Candice LeRae won the other 3 tournaments, so let's see if she goes 4 in a row, or let's Allie Parker can stop her.
Oh, I will. I'm training hard for it. She's gonna come at me at Extreme thing even harder now.
She's been on the show before, but hopefully she ain't listening.
I have a question, Allie. I never actually asked any women's wrestler, but if you were part of the WWE, and they asked you would you like to participate in the Divas, would you do it?
If I would like to participate in what?
Total Divas.
Oh, totally. Why not?
Hey. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, why not? I already do some things like this as it is. Like I said, the local stuff I'm doing and just anything. I mean, it's all fun. Like, why not? You can tell it's so edited, so I'm sure that they don't get too personal with these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw those trailers. I don't buy. I actually saw the trailer. I don't buy in the whole Nikki Bella and Summer Rae thing going at it. I don't buy that at all. So
no, they have to create conflict somehow. You know,
yeah.
that's how all the E shows are. Like Kardashians and things like that. I'm a female. I know all about this. They're just so set up, and that's fun for me to figure out, oh, that's so fake. That's like my thing when I'm watching. I overanalyze everything. So that's me right there. But I do like watching it from this side, like, because there's, what's good about this is there's a lot of girls, little girls that see this and they want to do this. They want to be, they see what they can do. And I've noticed there's just a lot more little girls wanting to do this. At my wrestling school, we have a lot of girls training right now, probably about 7 girls training. And they're all doing really good. We have one that's about possibly going to start wrestling soon. So it's really nice to have more women wrestling. And, there's always been, kind of there's just not enough women to go around, especially in SoCal. You don't have a lot. So I like the Total Diva show. It gives hope for girls. Like, hey, these girls can do it. It is tough for a woman to do this, but, try it out. Do it. Once you get down, you can be as gorgeous as Eva Marie, whatever her name is.
I don't know why I was thinking about saying something negative about her, but you brought her up.
Hey, I met her before.
I really like her.
I met her before. She's nice.
She turned me down.
What?
No, I got an autograph from her at SummerSlam Access, so yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Never know. Maybe one of these days we'll see Miss Allie Parker at SummerSlam Access.
Oh man, I'm taking it one day at a time. So who knows? I'm just trying to get through each day. We'll see. Get to training and keep training hard, and trying to keep up with these girls. That's my gig. I don't know. Far ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you want to ask a question, Nas?
Yeah. Now that we're talking about like WWE and you can say the main two, WWE and TNA, is there anybody that you wish that you like to have a match with, either that's in the WWE or TNA roster, that you think you can have a good match with that person?
Well, I don't honestly watch a lot of WWE and TNA just because I haven't had time because I work a lot. But I did watch more NXT, and I really liked Emma.
Yes.
And then there's a few people, but I think the first person that sticks out for me is ODB. I just think that she's really cool. I would just like to wrestle her. I think that's like no real reason. I just think that's my first pick. I just like watching her. There's a few people I would like to.
I actually saw her in a match with Candice LeRae. They had a match like a few years ago. I think it was up in the Bay Area, and they had a match a few years ago. I think it was during the time when ODB was not part of TNA at one point, and I was thinking that that was when it was taking place. That was a good match, though. Yeah, and if I had a choice to see you going against somebody from TNA, it would be Gail Kim. And when she had a great match last night at that pay-per-view, Lockdown, like steel cage match, where we rarely see women in steel cage matches, that was a great match. I think you and Gail Kim will tear the house down.
Cool. I actually just saw a match from her in ODB, and I think that's probably why I said that, because it's just fresh in my mind. And like I said, I don't watch a ton of it right now. Probably, if anything, I watch like older stuff. But yeah.
Medusa. Yeah.
I had named somebody that I think you're good friends with her. I don't know why her name is not popped in my head right now. It was and just went out. She was at the last AWS show. Damn.
Taylor Hendricks.
Yes.
Taylor Hendricks.
I think you guys would rock
her.
You guys would have a great match.
Oh, we actually did. We did a match on the East Coast with like a customs match, but that's where I met her. She is so great. Like, I love that girl. She's so sweet. She's really fun to work with. I was very nervous, you know, and we had a great match. It was, I mean, you know, it is what it is, but I felt really good working with her. I really like her. She was really fun.
Yeah, definitely. What happened to Oscar? Oh, shit. There he is. Oscar?
Yeah. What happened there?
I think we lost you for a second.
Yeah. So we were talking about you lost, you forgot somebody from AWS or something like that?
No, I said her and Taylor Hendrick would have a good match.
Oh, Taylor Hendricks, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think in regards to, like, who I'd want to wrestle, it's probably more indie girls than, like, higher, like, WWE, TNA girls, like Taylor Hendricks, Santana Garrett. Just, I mean, even, I don't know, there's, like, there's a lot of girls I want to wrestle. I mean, Candice is going to be really exciting for me. I'd like to wrestle Buggy Nova. You know, there's a lot of people that I really would like to work with, because when I first started wrestling, these are the girls that I was like, ooh, wow, I want to be like her. She's really cool, you know, I like what she's doing. And so for me, that would be those kind of people.
Yeah. Like you said, like, I want to see more girls in the indie scene, you know, step it up and, you know, get more exposure. So yeah. But Oz, did you want to ask one more question?
Yeah. I guess my final question I want to ask you: where can you see yourself doing in 5 years from now?
I don't really know, honestly. Like I said, I just take it day by day and see what I'm doing. Right now, I'm still training. I've been doing training and wrestling. Well, whatever. I've been doing this for about 3.5 years now. So I'm still trying to learn. I'm very new still, so I have a long ways to go. But I'm just going, you know, slowly. I'm learning a lot at the places I'm working, like CWF and Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and from Adrenaline. I'm just working the people. I'm trying to go slow and just enjoy all of this, because I don't want to, like, hurry and get through and then not remember it all. So not in any rush to get anywhere and become something. I'm just happy doing it and enjoying, like, the good times and the great people I've met along the way. So I don't really have a goal. I mean, my goals are pretty small: to wrestle a couple of people that I really like and respect, and then, you know, I'd like to, you know, get the respect someday to, you know, wrestle with the girls from Shimmer and Shine. But that's like it right now. Like, I think I just want to work my way through, and when I feel confident enough and feel like I've gotten to a point where I can have a couple of decent matches and understand what I'm doing all the time, then, you know, I just think that I'm still very new, and I'm just trying to work through, you know, wrestling. I've only been doing this for technically about over a year and a half, wrestling matches in front of people, so it's taken me a long time to get there, but I'm enjoying the ride as I'm going. So I can't really answer you where I would be in 5 years. I don't know.
You know what's funny? You did mention, like, Shimmer and Shine and all those promotions. You know what? There's one promotion that I would not mind seeing you in, and it always happened here in the West Coast. If Wrestling Cares, if David Jackson can bring you in, like, one of those women's tournaments they've been having. I know Katarina Waters, a.k.a. Winner, she won the last one. If they could bring you in and have matches against, like, Cheerleader Melissa or whoever they bring in outside of California, I mean, that would be freaking nice. I would like to see you come down here and represent Nevada.
Heck yeah, Vegas. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I actually got to wrestle Winter already. I feel so excited. I put that on my list there. I got to wrestle her. She was really cool.
Yeah, she's nice.
She is so sweet. She's really funny. I like her a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For those that do not know, Miss Allie Parker, she has been on the show like more than once, and we have a thing called the Wrestlingheads Hall of Fame, and she hasn't been wrestling that long, but she is already part of our Hall of Fame, the Wrestlingheads Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yay!
Woohoo! Yay!
Yeah. She got in before Candace.
Oh, no. Now I'm going to get another punch.
Oscar.
I'll cheer for you. If you guys have a match, I'll cheer for you then.
Thanks.
I'm going to trip up y'all. But before we let you go, Allie, do you want to throw out any of your plugs? Do you have T-shirts, anything like that? You want to throw out there where the fans can find you?
Yes. T-shirts, prowrestlingtees.com/Allie Parker. And Allie Parker is ALLIEPARKER. And then Twitter is pretty much the main thing I'm doing. That's at the Allie Parker, which is TheAllieParker. And then Facebook is facebook.com/Allie Parker Wrestling. I'm on Instagram. I got everything going, so I'm sure they all connect. So, yeah, I got a YouTube going as well. I'm all over the place. So if you find one, you can pretty much find all of them. But I do hope you contact me and say you listened tonight, because I really appreciate you listening.
Yeah. I didn't know you had T-shirts. I'm about to check those T-shirts out. Get you a Wrestlingheads T-shirt. We'll probably bring you one next time we see you.
Oh, please do.
What size you wear so we can bring your size?
If it's men's, I'll do a small man shirt.
All right. We'll definitely bring you one. We want to thank you for being on the show again, and we'll see you around.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you for being on.
Anytime.
All right,
Thanks for being on. You too.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Bye.
that was Allie Parker. Good night. That was Allie Parker, ladies and gentlemen, from Adrenaline Rush, also from Championship Wrestling Hollywood, known as Callie Sutton. Good show there, huh?
Yeah. I mean, she's a very nice lady. I met her already a couple of times, and she's very nice. And hope Candace doesn't beat her because of the show, you know.
Yeah. Let's take a quick break, and we'll just come back, and let's talk about WrestleMania season. We'll be right back to these messages.
This is the Bee's Knees, the Cat's Pajamas, and the whole shebang, and the longest reigning Dragon Gate USA Open, the Freedom Gate champion ever, Johnny Gargano, when you are listening to Wrestlingheads Radio.
Four Corners Radio is the home for the best professional wrestling and independent wrestling, discussions and coverage. Billy, Ant, Martin, and Sam bring you three of the best podcasts every week. The Four Corners Raw Roundtable, the Indie Project, and the Saturday Freestyle. Along with the podcast, FourCornersWrestling.com is designed with all wrestling fans in mind. Feature articles, videos, the weekly shows, and much more. Four Corners and Wrestlingheads are teaming up to bring you wrestling's next revolution. Are you ready? Welcome back to Wrestlingheads Radio. Today on Raw, everybody's hero when they were youngin', Hulk Hogan had a big announcement. I was questionable about it. What is this big announcement you make? But let's go back and listen to Hulk Hogan talk about his announcement.
I came up with an idea that was so intense that I couldn't wait to come to Monday Night Raw and tell all my Hulkamaniacs right here in Memphis, Tennessee, brother. So, celebrating 30 years of WrestleMania, and in honor of one of the greatest WWE superstars of all time, we're going to have an over-the-top 30-man Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, brother.
Gotta love it. You gotta love that. 30-man over the top. Now, this means guys are getting WrestleMania love, WrestleMania time.
Yes, and hopefully this become a yearly thing because ever since they took out the Money in the Bank match, it seems like, they can't put in not much people in WrestleMania cards. So, yeah, hopefully this become a yearly thing, and it's something that maybe they can use that, like, kind of similar like what Championship Wrestling from Hollywood does. Like, you use that for a title shot in the future. I mean, that would be freaking nice if they do that. Not for the WWE title. It could be like for the Intercontinental title or something like that,
The shit that pissed me off is when John Cena said, I want to be the first person. I'm like, you're fucking John Cena. You need to be in this fucking match. You're like 14-time champion. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
come on,
then you had the Wyatt family came out, and then, Bray. Who don't know? Actually, John Cena challenged Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, which we'll get to a little later about that one.
Yeah.
But
I'll be honest with you. My thought, like, over the weekend, that what was Hogan's big announcement was, my first thought that he was going to announce he's going to induct the Ultimate Warrior in the Hall of Fame.
I was too.
Yeah, but then this morning there was a report that it got Ultimate Warrior confirmed on Twitter that Linda McMahon is going to induct him in the Hall of Fame. And then and I was like, shit, so what the hell he's going to do? Is he going to be in someone's corner at WrestleMania maybe, or is he bringing somebody else in? I did not know, so I just want to wait, and then he brought up this whole Battle Royal thing. Would it be interesting? I don't know if you thought of this, Skits. I tweeted this earlier, but would it make it more interesting if they can bring in other wrestlers from the other generation? Like, okay, this is 30th WrestleMania. Would it be nice if they bring in like
Hacksaw Jim Duggan and shit?
From that era to the Attitude Era and today, all three combined, if they could bring in like 30 of them, everybody, then that would be freaking sweet. I don't mind seeing Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Fuck it. Or fucking Demolition.
I'm cool on that,
Headbangers. You wouldn't do that?
Maybe a couple, not too many.
I'm not saying not too many, but I'm saying like he just bring, like whatever they can do. The guys, at least they can still move around, at least,
I don't know.
At least they could go over the top rope. I don't want to see no, I don't know, is One Man Gang still alive? I mean, I don't want to see no guys who are like barely walking going in the ring. I mean, if people could still move around and do all,
I'm cool.
like, some spots, that'd be cool.
We don't need no guys like Hacksaw fucking Duggan and old fucks to be in part of this shit. We need young guys who deserve to be a part of WrestleMania, who's not getting no love right now, like ADR and Dolph Ziggler, to be in that match. Those are the guys who are being put right now. So far, it's looking like Ryback and Big E are the only two that have confirmed, I think. Am I right, or is there some more people?
I heard about Big E. I don't know about Ryback, but
Ryback was the first one.
I missed it on Raw.
To have a promo.
All right, then I guess Ryback is in. Big E, I mean, a little disappointed because I wanted an Intercontinental title match at WrestleMania, but they're going to put Big E in there. I'm like, okay, I guess. Put him in there.
But I don't know. I wish we had Salone on today. She's under the weather. The First Lady's under the weather, so she can't be on. I want to hear her thoughts on who she thinks should be a part of this 30-man Battle Royal Andre the Giant special. But on the bright side, also on Raw tonight, Jack Swagger went against Big E Langston, and it was a regular match. Swagger said he's got this or whatnot, and while Swagger was basically having trouble in the match, Zeb Coulter was telling Cesaro to help him. Cesaro said, "No, I don't need to help him." He said he has this. So I guess Swagger looks back at Cesaro like, what are you doing? And then you get the schoolboy roll up for the 1, 2, 3, and then he makes the Cesaro and Swagger shake hands. So my prediction for those two, later on this week, on SmackDown, I think Swagger's going to attack Cesaro in the middle of his match, and that's going to be the beginning of the feud to add to WrestleMania 30.
Yeah, I mean, you got to start it either this week on SmackDown or next week on Raw. One of those two shows, that has to shows like, okay, there's a match going to go on in WrestleMania between those two. I mean, we heard all week there's possibly a triple threat match in the Intercontinental title, but I knew it that we're going to see those two get it on. So, yeah, I mean, you're right, Skis. SmackDown should be a good spot, but Raw next week should be another spot too. But
I think it's going to be a little too late because you already got the main event and another match. You already got 3 basically main events already booked, and you have really no mid-card matches booked yet. So I think it's time for a one mid-card match to be booked this week. Yeah.
I mean, if they do it on SmackDown, I'm fine with that. I mean, SmackDown or next week Raw, I'm fine with it. Just don't do it like in 2 weeks or something. I think that'd be dumb. It feel like they're rushing it again, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I just think the right time will be this week. And a couple people agree with me because today I was tweeting on the Wrestlingheads Twitter.
Yeah. And another thing, that's probably the biggest mid-card match people will be really into besides those main events. If having Cesaro against Jack Swagger, I mean, that would be a huge mid-card match. And you know what? It would not surprise me. This match stole the show.
It's definitely.
Come on, you got Cesaro in this match.
I mean,
you know, he could. To me, he could work with anybody.
I never said it wasn't. I mean, it definitely has the potential of being a match stealer.
See, with Cesaro, man, I mean, this guy gives this guy credit. He could work with anybody. You could be the shittiest wrestler. He could still work with you and put up a good match. Hell, Skitch, you're not even a wrestler, and you could get in the ring with Cesaro. You guys could have a good match. I'm serious. You know? I mean...
Oh, just like I can get in the ring and beat the Usos?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you might not have no experience in the ring. Somehow Cesaro is going to make this match pretty good. You guys can have a killer-ass match. Somehow Cesaro...
This match should be one of those matches. This is one of those matches that's going to be like, oh, wow, that match was good. Like, people aren't going to really talk about it, but it's going to be that match you need to pay attention to if you're a professional wrestling fan. But we'll see what happens Thursday. Not Thursday, but Friday on SmackDown. Make sure to tweet.
Watching too many WWE Network, I see. What used to be called Thursday Night SmackDown.
Be sure to tweet live this Friday. I believe Oscar will be live tweeting. As hashtag SD with WH. So, the Usos jobbed Ryback and Axel tonight. Last week we had a guy call and talk real bad on the Usos. Road Dogg and Billy Gunn did commentary, and they're fucking hilarious. It's looking like Road Dogg and Billy Gunn will be cashing in their rematch clause at WrestleMania. Hold on, real quick, call. Caller?
Good evening.
How you doing, sir?
I'm pretty good. Yourself?
I'm fine.
That's good to know. Now listen, my name is Arn, and I'd like to tell you guys a little bit about myself. If I was governor, I would have you guys out of the radio talk show. Yes, but don't worry, because I'm not governor. Yes. So you guys over here talking wrestling. Are you guys wrestlers yourselves?
Let me ask you a question, sir. Why are you listening to the show?
I am very curious. Look, I always like to work out and look in shape, but you guys sound like a bunch of pussies. You guys sound like you guys out of shape. You guys look, I can't even wrestle. You guys talking about wrestling. I'll beach slap both of you with one hand. Yeah.
Well, you look like a pussy.
Ah. You think it's
you look like a pussy.
Oh, I fucking love that dude. That's the same guy from last week, ladies and gentlemen. It's like the Usos. Change his voice.
It's like giving out his real name out.
Oh my God! Let's continue on with the show. That was hilarious. You guys have to have a funny moment here on WH Radio.
We have to have a funny moment.
Oh my God!
All right.
But yeah, like
tag match.
Go ahead. I'll let you put that one down.
You mentioned about you think the Outlaws are gonna cash in at WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it last week on the Wednesday show. I thought the same thing when that main event, at that live main event last week, and when they did not wrestle against the Usos, I knew that was going to happen. And people were saying, "Oh, it could be a 4-way match." I mean, if it was going to be a 4-way match, would Los Matadores done something? Nope. I knew it was going to be another tag match, a rematch, pretty much, and see what goes on from here. And hopefully after WrestleMania, they fix up that tagging division because he said either way, whoever wins, what's next for the both of them? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's next? Wyatt's?
Yes, I've been telling you all this. I've been saying this.
Yeah.
Wyatt's are the next contenders after WrestleMania.
Yeah, I guess. But when the Wyatts win them, what's next for them? You know, I was like, it's so much questions for this damn tag team divisions. I'm like, it's like so kind of frustrating, you know? I'm like, it's just, I don't know. It's like when the Wyatts win the tag match, I'll be happy, but then same time, I'm like, what's next for them? What, they're going to win them? They're going to lose titles to, like, guys who won the world title? Like, for us, like, example, Sheamus and Rey Mysterio or some bullshit, you know?
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. As much as I hate this tag team, the Ascension might get caught up.
They probably will get caught up.
They're on the road with the roster right now, so who knows? Something's going to pop off. Also tonight on Raw, let me go through my notes here. Yes, I do carry notes while I do my show, ladies and gentlemen. Main event, we got Dean Ambrose putting his U.S. title on the line going against Mark Henry. So Mark Henry and Dean Ambrose will get it on tomorrow, main event for the U.S. title. Plus, AJ Lee will be going against Natalya. And I believe me and Oscar were going back and forth about AJ Lee getting pinned. She got pinned by Nikki Bella today. And I don't care if she's with Punk or not. I don't see the reason why they would do that. Who gives a shit if they're together?
I mean, how can I say it? They're just, it's just weird. It's just that it's been weird ever since the whole CM Punk thing, and then how they're using AJ Lee. I mean, it's just been weird. I don't know if they're just trying to send a message or something, but it's just been weird, you know. I mean, I think they did the same thing with Sable after Brock Lesnar put her on. They just let her do backstage shit just for a second, and somehow she was asked for release a few months later. I mean, it's just weird. I don't know if they feel uncomfortable with her or where she's with the Divas title, not, but
they better feel comfortable. She's one of the best things. She's the only fucking female on that roster that can actually talk on the mic.
Yes, I know that. I mean, she does.
And hold on, your boy Mysterious Mexican, aka Peter.
Yeah.
He said Naomi has no mic skills. Let me ask him a question if he's listening. What diva does have mic skills besides AJ?
I mean,
I'm waiting.
Naomi doesn't have mic skills?
I'm waiting.
I mean,
I'm waiting. Tell him that. I'm waiting. Please tell me whether...
Watch him answer Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox is garbage. Please call me and let me know another female on the roster besides AJ Lee that has mic skills. I hope you're listening.
I think he's listening. But, yeah, it just, to me, just seems weird. Like, ever since the whole CM Punk thing, they've been... I don't know. She's been losing a lot of matches.
And somebody thinks she's gonna lose. That AJ's gonna lose the title tomorrow on main event. Not happening.
I doubt it. No,
not happening. She'll win.
Most likely WrestleMania. WrestleMania, but not main event. No way. I don't even see Dean Ambrose in the U.S. title to Mark Henry. I don't see that happening.
Speaking of the Shield had a conversation with Kane in the backstage, which was kind of funny.
Corporate Kane.
Fuck his name. Corporate Kane, Little Kane, Big Kane. Fuck Kane. But they had a confrontation with Kane. Kane said to basically go out there and beat Cody Rhodes and Goldust so that I guess they can earn some trust back, or you know how they're part of fucking Triple H's little group or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Is this for you or just because we're good, because basically Kane's been losing every week, and now he's gonna face Big Show on Friday. There's nobody gives a shit about."
Mhm.
But the Shield, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins tagged up, and they went against the Cody Rhodes and Goldust, and they got the victory. Good match, and it was decent. It was cool, but I'm pretty sure we all saw that coming.
Yeah. I mean, what do you say? This is the match of the night, Rhodes against the Shield?
No.
No?
No. Well, maybe for you, the match of the night, for me, Christian versus Sheamus, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Totally forgot about that, but we can get to that later. But, I mean, you saw that flip he did when freaking Cody Rhodes tried to, trip him, and then he flipped and landed on his feet? Freaking Seth Rollins, man. And lately he's been
Seth Rollins is fucking beast.
He's been fun to watch lately, and it's sad that when he first joined the Shield, he couldn't show his talents that much. But now he's it's almost saying that, okay, the Shield's gonna break up. I gotta show him what I got. And look what he's doing. He's doing amazing shit right now. And we always said this show many a times. Wait till the fucking Shield breaks up, and you'll see what Seth Rollins can do. And look what he's doing. I mean, I hope our listeners who never really follow him. I mean, if they never follow him back in Ring of Honor and shit, get ready. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's not even just Ring of Honor, because they can go back and look at his stuff in NXT when he was NXT champ, or you can go watch Florida Championship Wrestling. So, Seth Rollins has been doing this shit for a while, aka God. You know that was his wrestling name when he was doing back in wrestling, God.
Yeah.
But
also known more as Tyler Black.
But yeah, he has been doing this shit. Even last week with the match against the Wyatts, just going all out. That's what I want to see more often. But he's definitely probably my favorite when it comes to. I mean, not saying that the guys don't have talent, but he's the best when it comes to in-ring wrestling. But hold on, let's take this call real quick. We got a 716 area code here calling. 716, you're live on Wrestlingheads Radio. Who's calling?
Hey guys, it's Sloan.
It's the first lady of WH Radio.
Sorry, what's going on, guys?
How funny. You
calling
okay? Right before talking about the Shield.
Oh,
really? No, I'm okay. I just I zonked out before, not feeling good. I fell asleep practically before Raw was even over, and I just got up and what are you guys talking about?
We're just talking about the Shield.
What about them?
Well, I was saying, if I had to rank the guys, who's my favorite, it would probably be Seth Rollins, number 1, 2 would be Dean Ambrose, and 3 would be Roman Reigns, if I had to rank them. Not saying that all of them are great, but that's who my favorite is, Seth Rollins first. Cause shout out to somebody who's probably listening for hooking me up with this Tyler Black, the Best of Tyler Black DVD. I'll let you guys borrow if you guys need want to watch some old Ring of Honor stuff. Yeah, definitely love his stuff. But when it comes to you, Oscar, if you had to rank the guys from the Shield, who's your favorite, one by one?
Okay, first it would be Dean Ambrose. I mean, I'll explain to you why. Second would be Seth Rollins. Third would be Roman Reigns. The reason why I said Dean Ambrose is just because I just like his freaking his gimmick, even with John Moxley. It's just the same thing like Bray Wyatt. He comes out speaking his own language, and not only that, his wrestling skills. I always loved his skills. He just reminds me of old school Roddy Piper, from 80s look. I mean, that's why he had.
I don't know what the hell's going on with Oscar. His connection's been tripping 2 weeks straight. But it's since he just dropped, you want to go ahead, Sloan, and tell us yours?
Yeah, I'll just fill in there. Let's see, my top 3. It's really hard to name because they each have different.
Yeah.
It's just different, like what they each bring and what they're each best at. You know, like Ambrose definitely is a better talker than the other two. Rollins is probably better, more exciting in-ring performer, but then Reigns has the overall look. You know, he just looks so awesome. But I would say Dean Ambrose is definitely my top one, though, too, and I think part of that is, like, his mannerisms. You know, like, he's a very detailed performer, and you have to catch little things. Just the way that he moves, you know, even just when he's on the outside of the ring, like tonight, and, like, the way he reacts to what he sees in the ring, and, you know, he gets angry, and the way that his body moves as he's playing out that emotion. Like, it's very detail-oriented, and it's not stuff that you just see in any other performer, and I think that's what really draws me to him, is he's very, he's definitely the best storyteller of the three.
Yeah.
But as far as, you know, in-ring work lately, I mean, Rollins has just been, I mean, that Shield Wyatt's 2 a couple weeks ago, or last week, whatever it was, and he's dominated that match. It was so awesome. But then, I mean, when I think about what's, you know, quote-unquote best for business and what the WWE looks for in their top guys, I mean, Roman Reigns fits that to a T. So I don't know how you could really choose, like, one over the other.
Yeah, I just want to let all of our listeners know, don't get me wrong, all 3 are great. I love all 3. It's just, you know, everybody has this. It's like, I'm not going to compare them to a band, but like, say, you know, you're listening to a band, everybody has their own favorite part of the band, like whatever band, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
So yeah, but question is, when are they gonna have like the Shield really break up, like so they can really get this WrestleMania match going on? Because a lot of people probably forget, you know, the Shield, they kind of squashed the beef on SmackDown last week, and now they're straight this week. Is it gonna happen tomorrow, main event, with Dean Ambrose match?
I'm actually like, I don't see it really playing out anymore. Like Billy from for CR was saying, he said something about the promo backstage, you know, with Kane. It was very facey, you know, it was a very kind of, you know, like, oh, we're just like the little punk Shield, you know, getting together, picking on the Authority, whatever. And to me, when I saw that, I was like, shit, like, they're going to turn this whole Cracks in the Shield thing into just another storyline that they started and then got confused with where they were going with it, and then they drop it. Honestly, especially if they're like looking like they're going to do Swagger and Cesaro at Mania, I don't know if the Shield like fully breaks up and they're having a three-way at that pay-per-view. I almost see them all being just in the freaking Andre the Giant tournament. It seemed to me like after tonight, like they really just decided to just put the brakes heavy on their storyline.
We will see. We will see in the next couple of weeks. It's like 20-something days left to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Party at Salone's house. Woo woo. Turn up.
Yeah, party at Salone's house.
Surf City, HB, all welcome.
Oh shit.
DM me.
But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they have this thing going on because they can't fuck this up. WWE,
you know,
don't fuck this up.
I'm actually worried about one thing. This is a concern though about this whole Shield thing. Maybe they're just having the stupid we're getting together thing, or we're not fighting anymore thing, all because that battle royal they're doing, and that's when they're gonna break up. Somebody eliminates somebody, and then that's when the Shield's gonna break up after WrestleMania. I mean, that's what I'm worried about. That's what they're gonna go to, you know. I mean, hopefully
right,
that doesn't happen. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen.
That would just be like repeating Rumble. That would just basically be like, oh, well, we started this storyline and then we kind of forgot where we were going with it because, I mean, basically what they did was just put all of the momentum, at least what it seemed like they were putting into the Shield, into the Wyatts instead. Fine, the Wyatts are great, but it just seems like, yeah, like they're already like putting the brakes on this storyline. And again, yeah, we're going to go into Mania and they'll probably all be just like you're saying, Oscar, like in that tournament. And then, you know, one gets eliminated by another one or whatever, and it's just the Royal Rumble, and it's just going to be the storyline just kind of just eventually just being, like, fizzled out, like, to where what we get to, like, the summer, and everybody's like, you remember when the Shield were, like, a really big thing? Like, it just seemed like tonight they just, like, even the match they had with Cody and Goldust was not as stellar as matches that they have had with those guys before, or have been having lately with the Wyatts. So
I thought Seth Rollins looked great.
I mean, yeah, but overall though, as a match, like, and I don't understand even just what was the point of going back to the like Ambrose is just not involved thing, like, and Rollins and Reigns are just in the match, and Ambrose is just on the outside. Like, what was the point of that? Like, returning them to, or it was like the duo and then the third wheel. That they're supposed to be, the unit is reunited. So why would they put them in just a, 2-on-2 tag? Big deal. Like, that match did absolutely nothing for their storyline or where they could go with this, which is really unfortunate because I think it's like one of the best things they have going right now was everything that they've been doing with the Shield for the last couple months, and getting them in with the Wyatts was obviously, like, more over than pretty much almost anything else that's been on TV in the last couple months. And now it just seems like they're just backtracking, like, oh, okay, maybe this isn't where we want to put our focus, which, is obvious because, you had guys like Bryan and the Wyatt Cena thing took up, like, more than one segment on the show, and the Shield just sort of fell to the wayside with, like, the Roads, who haven't even been on Raw in however many weeks.
I don't think it's over. I think it's going to start tomorrow. Somebody's going to, I guess Dean Ambrose is going to want help from one of them, and they're not going to help him, and he's going to win by disqualification. I mean, Mark Henry's going to win by disqualification, and then they're going to get into it after. So I don't think they dropped the ball yet. I think it's just getting started, but we will see. How about we talk about the main thing that happened tonight on Raw? Daniel Bryan, basically, Stephanie McMahon said he had to apologize or whatever. So Daniel Bryan came down later on, and he basically said tonight here in Memphis, the Yes Movement, we're getting stronger and better, blah, blah, blah. Basically, he had lots of people to just come in the ring with Daniel Bryan shirts on, and they basically hijacked the show. So Memphis showed Chicago how to hijack the show, and there's like a lot of people with Daniel Bryan shirts on, just doing the Yes Movement chants, and they're just trying to get Triple H and Stephanie's attention. So they finally came down, and Triple H tried to send down security by sending down two old fucks to do something, but they basically turned around. Then he said, "Let's continue the show." Damian has a match. Oh my God, Damian's gonna be on Raw tonight? Yeah, right. But so Damian comes down, his music hits, and he turns around and says, "Nah, I'm good. It's too many people in the ring, too many people out of the ring." So that didn't happen. Triple H was fucking livid. He was hot. And from there, he basically said, match. So, and then Daniel Bryan said, hold on, that's not just it. If I beat you, then I get to be put in the main event, which everybody saw coming because the dirt sheets tell us shit. So, we're going to see Daniel Bryan versus Triple H at WrestleMania 30. He wins. He's straight in the main event. We've talked about this a lot of times here on the show. So, and it's happening. So, Daniel Bryan. Yes, yes, yes. The yes movement lives on.
Yes.
So, D. Bryan, at the end of WrestleMania, I'm thinking we'll be saying yes.
Yeah.
I probably won't be, but.
What? You gotta do the yes movement. You gotta do it.
You're not going to be excited that Daniel Bryan wins?
No.
Why not?
Because it's just like, I'm just so tired of it. Like, fuck. Like, okay, Daniel Bryan, you're a dirty hippie, and they keep hurting your feelings, and save the trees, woo-woo, stand in the middle of the fucking ring. Like, I'm over it. It just bores me.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Slow.
I'm just over it. I'm over it.
You know how us wrestling fans always talk about long-term storylines? They actually gave us a long-term storyline. It's been going on since the summer of last year. And we finally get a long-term storyline. And you don't like it?
It's not about, like, that's great. Yeah, long-term storylines are great. It's for me, though, I'm just like, I don't know. I almost feel like it's something like where, like, you know, the internet kind of ruined it, I think, in general. Just sort of the way that the internet tends to do. But just, it's just too much. Like, I'm over it. Like, it's even like people still just like, when's Daniel Bryan going to get a shot? Daniel Bryan has been, whether he's champion or not, he has been a main event guy since SummerSlam. Nobody's screwing Daniel Bryan over of anything. I don't buy the underdog thing. Like, the only thing I enjoyed was, you know, Steph and Triple H telling it like it is. Like, you wouldn't have shit. There wouldn't be a ring full of people in those fucking T-shirts if we didn't make those T-shirts for you. That part's great.
No.
But
I'm sorry. No.
I can voice my opinion, so.
Yeah, I get you. I just want to say my opinion then. Like, Daniel Bryan, I know his fan base has been going on for years. Like, even back when, you know, he was in the Indies and wrestling in Japan. So, like, some of those fans that you hearing saying yes have been following him for years. And he's finally getting that moment in the big stage at WrestleMania 30. I mean, this is big for him, and this is big for all of his fans out there. Like,
I'm not saying, like, Daniel Bryan doesn't deserve it, but for me, in the storyline purpose and the storyline sense, and also, too, like, I tend to think more in terms of, like, the business aspect of wrestling lately, and those fans that are all about Daniel Bryan are probably not the people that he's been following, that have been following him forever, because WWE focuses on the casual fans. They don't give a shit about people who've been watching Ring of Honor in their basement for 40 years. So, like, it just got worn out. Like, that's great. He totally deserves it. I'm not, like, knocking him at all as a performer or how far he's come or how hard he's worked. But for the storyline, the character of Daniel Bryan, I'm sick of it. I am sick of the whole, like, the corporation just keeps bringing me down.
Well,
sorry.
It's finally going to end. He beats the corporation or authority, whatever. But at the same time, you are kind of right, though, about those fans. I mean, there are some casual fans out there chanting yes who probably never seen one Ring of Honor match of Daniel Bryan, you know. But, I mean, fans for, you know, like me and Skits, who's followed him for years, are freaking happy with the guy where he is at, you know,
right?
And hopefully down the road.
That's what we're talking about different. I'm talking about the storyline, the character of Daniel Bryan. You're talking about Bryan Danielson.
Yes.
Seeing your guy.
You're talking about the storyline, yes.
Finally make it as, you know, the champion in WWE. You're talking about Bryan Danielson and your guy. I'm talking about the storyline character of Daniel Bryan. For me, is over. I don't care for it anymore. I'd rather see, if we're constantly like, oh, they want to hold everybody down, they don't want to give opportunities. Well, you know, we were just talking about guys like The Shield who have been having the best matches like 2013. Their storylines are getting shit on. Like, we want to go back. Everybody likes to piss and moan and cry about Dolph Ziggler. What about Sandow? The first time we see Sandow in months on TV is for him to get shit on in that Movement segment. Like,
all right.
I'm talking again about the storyline character of Daniel Bryan.
Can I ask you a question?
That's great for him. Yeah.
All right. So since you're tired of Daniel Bryan's character, what would you rather see? How would you like to see his character right now? If you don't want to see this character.
Honestly, I don't really. I mean, I prefer the character be like more. I preferred the character when it was more, not satirical, but a little bit more edgy. When, you know, he was sort of like opposite of what, you know, the people wanted to do, and it just doesn't seem to me like very genuine the way this character is. I prefer it if he actually, to me, like, it doesn't seem like this whole thing is that he goes against the grain and he does his own thing. To me, that seems very disingenuous, the way that it's presented to me. I don't know if maybe it's because I don't think he's as good on the mic as he should be, having been in this top position for so long now. But I liked it better when he went against what the fans wanted. You know, and really, I mean, that's how he got to be where he was initially to even be in this position. I just don't want to see, like, goody-goody. I mean, like, if I wanted to see goody-goody, I overcome all the odds, I could watch John Cena.
I don't even see him and John Cena on the same page at all. That's just me.
Yeah, you know what? That shit you're saying about, okay, how y'all started with the whole yes thing was supposedly was a heel thing. That's basically what you're trying to say, right, Solon? Then now he made it to a big thing, right?
Right, yeah. I mean, it started out as more genuine.
Well, if you recall, Stone Cold was the same thing. That heel character, that Stone Cold thing was meant to be him continuing on as a heel, having a better heel, because he was not down to do that ringmaster thing. But then when Austin got more popular, everybody started digging Austin. He was like the first, like, you could say, heel that everybody loved, you know. And then when WrestleMania 13 happened, all of a sudden, before that match started, they're cheering for the Hitman, booing Austin, until he went to cheering Austin, booing Hitman. And then that was the rise of the Attitude Era. And then WWE probably wouldn't have survived today if it weren't for all that. So I'm just saying this is kind of the same thing with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm not saying Daniel Bryan's going to give 8.0 ratings like Austin did. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that to characterize it was basically the same thing.
Mhm.
You know,
I agree with what you're saying as to how he came up. But I mean, for me right now, the character, I don't know if you saw like on the post show. His promo that he cut on the post show about how, we all have a voice and we should be rising up against billionaires and politicians, and, you know, and now he's taking it like not just about him, where it's like he's this like, I don't even know what to say about it, but for me, like, just the whole thing is, it bores me. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm not apologizing for my opinion or how I feel, but it just bores me.
Good.
I would rather
we can all voice our opinions out here. But, you know, I guess we can agree to disagree, right?
Yeah, and the fans too are so fucking like everything Steph said about like the way that, you know, the character he's presented and the people and everything. Like, if fucking CM Punk came back tomorrow, all of those people would fucking turn on Daniel Bryan, and it would be like just all about CM Punk.
I know you just mentioned that because I remember when we were at the Raw show, there's people saying CM Punk, and it was half saying CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, like both those guys came out together, so it's like both those guys basically, are like they're in the same boat, kind of. They basically rode in the same boat. Nobody wanted to see those guys in the WWE. Nobody thought they were making it in the WWE. So, you know what I mean? Like those guys are kind of in the same boat. But I know you mentioned Zig and Damien. I'm pretty sure that their time will come or whatever. But I mean,
yeah. See, to be like that's so like that's I don't know, that's like how people are. It's like everybody complains like they could see like more talent and like, oh well, why are we having like dance offs and divas matches and such, and it's like at the same time like we got Daniel Bryan in like multiple segments on a show. You know?
I love it. I love it.
There are other opportunities to have more talent out, or why is Daniel Bryan even like? Why is he tagging with Big Show? Like tag him with somebody that's on his level. Tag him with Ziggler or Sandow or, somebody that people want to see as well. I mean, he's just sort of, to me, he's just one of the mold now. I mean, he's, as far as in ring, he's better than that, but
I consider
the character.
I don't know where you rank. I'm gonna ask both of you guys. I don't know where you rank Daniel Bryan, but I rank Daniel Bryan as top 10, one of the best professional wrestlers in the game right now.
Oh, right now, hell yeah, he's in there.
And even before he was in, hot like that, like if you go back and watch this stuff in Ring of Honor and stuff, he's been doing this. It's nothing new to Daniel Bryan. Like he puts on great matches, but hey, I guess it is what it is, huh?
Yeah, I'm not saying he doesn't put out great matches. I'm definitely not saying that at all. Again, I'm talking about the character. I'm talking about like the story of it all. Because I think that's where people are also they get so jumbled. Everybody talks about, well, Daniel Bryan is such a great performer. Well, is Daniel Bryan a great storyteller? Because that's what I look for when I watch professional wrestling. That's like why I was just saying about Dean Ambrose, like the way he tells stories with his body. That's kind of how I rate wrestling. I'm not saying that having a great match means that you're I don't take, like, if you have the best matches, meaning that you're the best performer. You might be the best wrestler, but it doesn't mean you're the best all-around performer. And as a character, I just don't think Daniel Bryan is, to me, he doesn't do it for me, I guess. It's weird. I don't know. But as a wrestler, if I was just going to watch a wrestling match, sure, I would pick a Daniel Bryan match over most others. But as a storyteller, I can't say the same thing.
I'm actually one more question so long about Daniel Bryan, and I'm going to probably just drop Daniel Bryan for the rest of the night. So how did you feel about Daniel Bryan during SummerSlam last year?
The match with Cena? Is that what you're talking
about?
No,
like, how do you feel about him as a character? Because there was no authority.
I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure, what you're asking.
There was no authority storyline. Like, Triple H was basically on Daniel Bryan's side during SummerSlam against Cena.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the heel. There was no Stephanie McMahon around. It was Daniel Bryan, going against Cena, basically. Like, how'd you feel about Daniel Bryan there?
As a character, I didn't really have much opinion about him at all. I knew he was, a great in-ring performer and he was having great matches. But I don't really recall having, being a strong, Daniel Bryan fan then either.
For sure. Well, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back to these messages. Take a quick break, and we'll get back to some more wrestling talk. Road to WrestleMania looking pretty good. We'll be right back.
Wrestling, I watch that. Kick pads, I wear those. ACH, I am that. Wrestlingheads. I listen to that. Oh, that's what you're supposed to do.
All right. Yo, welcome to WH Radio. Today's show is brought to you by the good people down at WrestlingRambles.com. For the latest in wrestling news, in-depth blog, and hot topic discussion, hit up WrestlingRambles.com. Remember, it's not just any ramble, but a Wrestling Rambles. WrestlingRambles.com. And also special thanks to Ring Rust Radio and SLTDWrestling.com. Thank you for listening.
Welcome back to Wrestlingheads Radio. Yes, good. We got after alone. We are talking professional wrestling here on Wrestlingheads Radio.
Skip, sorry to cut you off, but David Gomez wants me to mention that this Sunday at the Wrestling Guys store in Huntington Park, Shelly Martinez, a.k.a. Ariel, when she was in the WWE, she's going to be signing autographs at the Wrestling Guys store. Let me get the times for a quick second. She's going to be there. Hurry up and load, you dumb thing. Sorry. She's going to be there between 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. this Sunday at the Wrestling Guys store. I will go to the website at WrestlingGuys.net to get the address. I don't actually have the address, but if you live in the LA area, you should, if you want an autograph or a picture of Shelly Martinez, just go out there and check it out. And not only that, hold on, 30th, March 29th.
Yeah, I was about to mention. You got to mention this one because I'm there.
Yeah, March 29th. He's bringing in the whole fucking show to the Wrestling Guys store. RVD will be there. He will be there between 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Wrestling Guys store. So, you want to be Mr. Monday night?
I am praying right now we can get an interview with RVD. He doesn't have to be on Blog Talk Radio. It can be on a fucking phone. Just get a quick interview with Rob Van Dam himself. If we can do that.
Yes, we could do that, and hopefully Salone could go too.
Yeah, we'll see.
Are you a big RVD fan?
Sure. I would like to ask him, like, how the hell he has not aged. Because he, I was just watching, like, ECW on the network, and he looks the exact same as he does now. Like, that guy is seriously
I kind of see some ages there. I mean, I saw some little ages. Like, when I saw earlier when his early match against Jerry Lynn, he looked younger. Then I was like, he looks a little different now. No homo, but his face looks different than he compares now.
The whole fucking show.
Right?
I think I'm going to go watch the John Cena match after we finish the show.
All right.
I just want to see John Cena get his T-shirt thrown back in the fucking ring like 5, 6, 7 times. Shit.
I remember that.
Speaking of John Cena, it's looking like John Cena is going to be facing Bray Wyatt. But real quick before we get to that, we have a quick call, and I think I know who it is because I called him out. 323, you're live on Wrestlingheads Radio.
Hello.
Is this the guy who said that Naomi has no mic skills? Which
yeah.
I have a question for you. Question. What female in the WWE has mic skills besides AJ Lee?
Oh, you got me confused. Well, I was
this
agreeing
on Facebook.
with you. Yes, but you're confusing me because I agree with you. Because I said she don't have mic skills, so I'm saying that nobody else besides AJ. So I was kind of agreeing with you.
None of the females talk on the mic but AJ.
Yeah, they're terrible. They're terrible. Like Jessie, I see her being in after seeing tonight's Raw, I kind of see her being like in a triple threat match. They're trying to make it seem like that now. Naomi's hurt with Nikki Bella and Natalia, probably at WrestleMania. But I don't see her losing anytime soon.
Question.
Yes.
How'd you feel about Raw tonight?
It was an okay show. Just built enough for WrestleMania. Not that many good matches tonight. Mostly just built up of the feuds and stuff. That Daniel Bryan with his special headbands in the ring. It was something different. It was kind of cool. I never seen something like that before. I kind of expected something like that in Chicago, but they're probably just PG fans there with their families and kids. So, the little kids ain't going to run up there and take over the show and stuff. So, but it was kind of cool to see the regular people in the ring right there, I wish I was there. I kind of probably fit in with them and stuff. But,
would you wear your mask?
Yeah, I would have worn my mask with my beer in my hand and everything, all retarded and shit. I would have fit in good. Yeah, but I wanted to give a little predictions of my WrestleMania real quick. It kind of seems like they're gonna let Alexander Russo probably win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal kind of thing that they're pushing him to.
Gonna be in it?
Wow,
it's not confirmed.
That's a good prediction right there.
But
yeah,
this is 30.
Really good.
This is 30 wrestlers, so kind of seems like he's gonna be in it. Triple H Daniel Bryan, that's a toss-up. It kind of seems like Daniel Bryan's going to win, but it's kind of like a toss-up to me. Like, I don't know. Triple H might somehow come up with the win, and Daniel Bryan not be in there.
I don't know about that.
And, it kind of seems like he's going to be Bray Wyatt. I don't think they're going to keep on pushing him at WrestleMania to beat Cena. Super Cena, unless something crazy happens, if somebody comes and hits fucking John Cena with a foreign object or something, I don't see Cena losing to Bray Wyatt, especially not clean. No, that's really much I wanted to say. I'm kind of disappointed you guys hung up real quick on my Arnold Schwarzenegger friend. He was kind of entertaining me, and I wanted to actually hear a little bit more of him, but whatever.
If you want to see Arnold Schwarzenegger, watch the WWE Network when he was on SmackDown. That's the real Arnold Schwarzenegger.
When he bitch slapped Triple H with that back.
That was a good one. I'll tell you that.
With the back count.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's all. Well, this Raw was okay. It was okay. No great matches. Just built up a feud. It was.
And you were happy to see Hulk Hogan. You were happy to see Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed seeing him old like that. It's kind of weird seeing him old. He can't do nothing, Like, I knew for sure.
What the hell you wanted to see him? Leg drop Bray Wyatt?
Yes, I want him to fucking punch him, throw him against the roll.
Oh my God!
And the Ultimate Warrior comes out too and help him out against the rest of the Wyatt family.
Warrior could still move. He could still move. He's gonna do. If
Warrior can't move shit.
If Warrior gets in the ring, he'll do something. Trust me. But I feel bad for Hulk Hogan, because every time I see him, you're never gonna ever see him attack anybody anymore or do anything no more. So you're gonna just see him just talk.
Well,
that's
Mysterious, I have one more question. PWG coming up, and I heard that you're gonna be attending. What are you gonna be wearing a mask tonight?
No, because the old guy, I don't know what his name, Mr. Wrestling, I guess. He's very strict on that and talks a lot of shit. Every time I go there with a mask.
Larry.
He always
talking about Larry.
Larry doesn't like the mask?
No, he does. He tells me to take it out before I go in, and last time they gave me a beer bottle by accident, one of the ladies, and he started talking shit to me, he wants to kick me out, and I was like, that lady bartender gave it to me. I didn't even know that you could carry bottles in there, but he hates masks. And isn't that why Captain Comic-Con doesn't go there no more? Because he had an argument with Larry that he can't wear his mask or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because I remember when you were first going there, you're the Sting guy. Everybody was chanting Sting at you.
Hey, all the wrestlers love you, dude. You were over.
Hell yeah, you were over there.
Johnny Yuma loved it, for God's sake. Johnny Yuma and Good Time both loved you.
Yeah. So every time somebody tells you take it off or don't wear it, it kind of brings you down, and But I might bring it in, but just put it in when I'm in there, and it's kind of disappointing when you're out in a parking lot and everybody sees who you are, being mysterious, and it's kind of weird when everybody sees your. It's not that funny, but
I just know I will be there early, getting my burrito from the Mexican restaurant down the street, and I will come back in line and sit in my chair if I get one.
Yeah, I just found out Salone's not going, so Mysterious, we're going on the carpool lane.
Possible chance Salone will be going. Possible chance. All right. We'll talk about that later.
All right.
And possibly you're going to see Drake Younger's last PWG show there, man.
Probably not.
Support him.
Probably not on the 28th because his little one is going to be born. So.
Oh, okay.
But
see what happens.
We want to thank you for calling in, Mysterious. I'm going to put you on mute so you can listen to the rest of the show, man.
All right. I'll just go on my computer. All right. Late.
Yeah.
What a smart ass, isn't
Why?
he?
Why doesn't he call in every week?
I actually called him out last week too. So Bray Wyatt, Cena basically called Bray Wyatt today, and you know, Bray Wyatt he did one of his genius promos that I freaking love hearing, and later on he did another promo and he accepted. And my boy Luke Harper talks. I fucking love it. Have Luke Harper talk every week. Just do it. I'm hoping WWE's listening. Luke Harper on the mic is great. Have Eric Rowan say something for once. God dang. But so it's looking like we got Bray Wyatt versus Cena. I say Bray Wyatt must go over.
You know what? I was going there because the way it looks like you're like, okay, obviously Daniel Bryan's walking out with the title, right? And then you have Undertaker. Of course, he ain't losing the streak to Brock Lesnar. Then I looked at this match right here, John Cena and Bray Wyatt, and I was thinking, a heel got to win this match. A heel got to win one of these three matches, and I thought WWE's gonna have, you know, another pissed off audience if Randy Orton goes over Daniel Bryan or Batista walks out with a strap. They don't want to hear no fucking Boo City. So I was thinking, if somebody's gonna go down, it's gonna be John Cena against Bray Wyatt, and just imagine that win against Cena. How huge would it be for Bray Wyatt?
That would be huge.
Hell
Bray
yeah.
Wyatt has been in feuds with two of the top guys in the WWE right now, John Cena and Daniel Bryan back to back. So that's huge for Bray Wyatt to do that. And I don't know who's the last guy that came in and made a debut feuding, you know, with two of the top guys on the roster. Who was the last guy? If somebody can tell me that, I will take you to lunch.
Well, I can tell you this, though. Chris Jericho beat the top two guys in one night. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not comparing Bray Wyatt to Jericho.
I said debut, though. I said debut. I know Chris Jericho made his debut destroying Road Dogg on SmackDown. The best of SmackDown.
Yeah,
But, I mean, if you were going to argue something like that, I mean, technically Bray Wyatt's debut was against Kane in a terrible match. So, really, you're not saying, like, debut, but, like, you know, first, like, they get off the ground, like, major story.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He had two major stories back to back, and one that he kind of stopped in one of them, and you know his crew feuded with another top crew. So Bray Wyatt, he's on fire right now, and the Wyatt family, they got the momentum right now, regardless. So just like I told you guys 2 weeks ago, the Wyatt family is next in line for the tag team titles.
You sure about Rick Beverly?
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
Did he die?
So yeah.
No,
it's fine.
Go ahead.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Jake is talking to me.
So,
okay.
He's talking to me about hockey. Sorry.
Yeah.
Tell him that me and Oscar says hi.
They say hi.
And
now he plays headphones on. No, he's talking about that guy in the Stars who collapsed on the bench tonight. I don't know if you guys saw that. I know you're.
You know what? Garen said a little about that.
Yeah, Rich Beverly. He has the heart, tried some kind of heart condition, and he just collapsed on the bench.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But he's okay.
I actually got word from somebody. Our buddy Chris said Kane came in and started a feud with Taker and then beat Austin for the title. So Kane was the last person to do that in 1998. That's crazy. I think I'm gonna go back and watch. I think I want to go back and watch Kane destroy Taker. Yes, he did destroy Taker. So anybody would argue with me on that one can call up 760-454-1107 and then beat Austin for the title in 1998.
Yeah.
Kane was on fire back in the days.
Yeah, because that character was freaking insane. He never talks. He just looks at you. He had one eye, like, all white, and he was like a fucking real-life Michael Myers.
Remember him and X-Pac were tag team partners?
Yeah, but that was a shitty Kane. I'm talking about that Kane that time. That Kane scared the shit out of me, you know? And I was fucking 11 to 12 years old that time. Kane scared the shit out of me. So
he was huge, too. Like,
hell fucking yeah.
That first Kane they brought in, I don't really buy that was Glenn Jacobs who plays Kane now and who, you know, then went on to play Kane, because that first guy they brought in at that fucking Hell in a Cell, like ripping off that damn cage wall and standing toe-to-toe with the Undertaker was fucking physically huge.
Yeah. You know, I can't go off the show without mentioning that the Young Bucks are the fucking new Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, the fucking best tag team in the fucking world.
I'm actually surprised Mysterious didn't mention this, but oh well, go for it.
These guys hold the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag titles, and they still hold the PWG titles. I would say those are three of the hugest tag titles out there in professional wrestling right now. That's a big milestone for the Bucks. And they didn't beat a weak team. They beat another good team, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, Red Dragon. And I think I mentioned this last week here on the show. If Red Dragon's not on your top 5 tag teams, you need to start watching wrestling more. Because Red Dragon, those guys are fucking good. Fucking love Kyle O'Reilly. That's my guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I found out when someone sent me a freaking Facebook picture of the Young Bucks with the Ring of Honor titles, and I was like, oh, shit, they don't need champs. But I have to comment to say I'm proud of them, you know, they won the belts, but I see a short reign. I'm sorry. I really do see a short reign. Or maybe until the summertime. Because I'm not sure how's their relationship with Ring of Honor. Like, okay.
They're going to, I'm telling you right now, this is to set up something for the Ring of Honor New Japan cross-promotion show. So they're going to lose it whenever that happens.
Okay. Well, those shows, I think it's in May, whatever.
I'll tell you, Salone, you would thank us. You need to watch Ring of Honor New Japan Pro Wrestling show. It's going to be amazing, ridiculous, insane.
Yeah.
I'm going to just send you one match, one New Japan match that I fucking got hooked on. That's why I fucking love New Japan now. And you would be like, God damn, these guys go hard. But I mean, no homo. But I mean, like, these guys will headbutt each other, like, ridiculous. Just fuck the language. You can turn the shit. You can turn the volume down. These guys are fucking crazy. I don't think some of the guys in WWE can hang with those guys on some real talk. But it's gonna be good. I just had to mention that. I know probably Stallone doesn't really have a big opinion on the Bucks winning the Ring of Honor tag titles and being IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag champs and PWG champs, or do you?
Well, I mean, I'm not like super familiar with all of the promotions, but I do still understand like what a big deal that is. So, you know, good for them.
Let's go, Young Bucks. That was your cue, Oscar.
Yeah, and I was clapping my
Let's go, Young Bucks.
So wait a second, Skits. Let me.
He didn't get it.
Hang on. After your whole pro Uso shit.
The Bucks are the best in the world.
All right, so Bucks would go over the Usos for sure, right?
The Bucks go over anybody. If you really want me to rank tag teams, I'll rank them for you right now. The Usos are not even in the top 5. But if you're talking about WWE, the Usos are the best thing going. If we're talking overall, the Usos don't even touch some of these tag teams that's in professional wrestling. Right. But I was, for those that don't know, me, Salone, Oscar, actually Salone and Oscar was getting on my head for fucking taking up for the Usos after they blocked me on Twitter.
I know we're talking about independent wrestling right now, but another new champ happened over the weekend. Shane Strickland is the new CCW Wired champion. I mean, the guy deserved it. I mean, I really like that guy a lot. I mean, I think he's going to be something in the future for the independent wrestling. So him winning that title, I feel like I was like proud of that guy for winning that title. And I hope he's a long run, but we'll see what happens. And I know he does shows in Dragon Gate and Evolve, so I hope he has success there as well. But that was huge for him winning that title. I don't know what you want to say, Skits, but I like
Shane Strickland. I would love to have Shane Strickland here on the show one day. We talked to him.
Hell yeah.
Shane Strickland, another dude that you should look out for. I'm pretty sure you can find his stuff up on YouTube for free. So long. He's a good wrestler. Black dude.
And he comes out to Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
I think Jackson 5.
Yeah, he's part of CZ Dub. But before we go on, we definitely got to mention this. April 7th, after WrestleMania, Jeff Jarrett announces where his big project. And according to Oscar, he says 80% sure that it's going to be in Los Angeles.
Yeah, if you saw that last video,
I watched the video.
He showed Los Angeles, and he said he has a friend from Los Angeles. I mean, I'm not trying to say, don't get me wrong, people, that I'm not saying LA is the best city in the whole world when it comes to wrestling, but I'm a guy who likes to be fair. I like to see people go on different places, but I'm thinking that Jarrett knows the talent in the West Coast. So if he can find talent there, maybe he can start a new business. So I'm guessing whatever his new promotion is, it looks like it's going to happen in L.A. So just look in the video, you'll see why. As I say 80% sure, it looks like it's going to happen in L.A.
Have you seen the video, Salon?
I saw the very first one. I don't know how many he has now, but I saw the very first one. That was just
as soon as you get a chance, it's on Wrestlingheads.com. I'll put the video up there, the latest one. He's going to make the announcement. He said he's been going around different countries looking for talent. So this is huge for a professional wrestling period, because this would be another promotion possibly going to be going on. And question is, are they going to want to compete? And we got to.
I think honestly, I think the bigger question would be, do they have the money to compete? Because we all knew what happened with TNA. So I'm just saying, let's keep our head out of the clouds.
Well, to be honest with you, I think he'll try to compete with TNA, not with WWE, but with TNA. Like example, Samoa Joe's contract's running out. You don't think he's gonna try to go after Samoa Joe to come to his promotion?
I don't really care.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. I know TNA will try to resign Joe because they don't want to lose Joe. I'm telling you, they don't want to lose Joe.
Nobody wants to lose Joe. I wouldn't want to lose Joe if I had my own promotion.
Yeah.
I was trying to sign Joe lifetime.
Yeah, so you know Jeff Jarrett's going to go after him if the TNA side let him walk. But yeah, I mean they're gonna be fighting for wrestlers. I think it's going to be crazy when Jeff Jarrett's motion comes out, because I know them and TNA is going to go fight. They're going at it neck for wrestlers.
Yeah.
It's not like when WCW and WWE were trying to go for like Chris Jericho and Ric Flair and all them.
Those are the days.
None of that. Those are the days, yeah. But you will see something like that happening with TNA and Jeff Jarrett's promotion coming up. So we'll see what happens. But I have a question for both guys. Who would you like to see Jeff Jarrett bring in?
Let's go first.
Well, I mean, honestly, I just think this whole Jeff Jarrett thing is just like just wishful thinking. I mean, like, what are we saying here? Like, that he gets a TV deal right away, and who is his champion? Is that kind of what we're talking? Like, I mean, this could this is just an upstart promotion.
I know it's an upstart promotion, but I'm saying, like, there's somebody in the free agency right now that you'd like to see him bring in, like the Young Bucks?
That's great.
I mean, yeah, but then you also risk that of them not being able to be in other promotions, but that's how Jeff Jarrett wants to, play with, contracts and whatnot. But I don't know. I'd probably rather see Drake Younger there than fucking in WWE.
Well, TNA, I know they have their guys like TJ Perkins. Even though he's with TNA, he's still allowed to do other promotions. So it's still possible somebody from TNA, like if you want to see somebody from TNA, get signed to Jarrett's company, that they're allowed to do. What'd you say, Oscar?
But the time TNA's allow him to. No, I was gonna say, like, I don't think to work with Jarrett if that's the case. I can't see that happening.
No, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I know for sure AJ Styles will. Because I don't think he's contracted to Ring of Honor. So
AJ's on his way to Japan, so.
I mean, I'm saying, whenever this new promotion starts, it might not gonna start right away. I think it starts in April 7th. They're just gonna announce it. But whenever it starts, I see AJ Styles going there. So I know he's a good. He's close with Jeff Jarrett. So I don't. Like I said, I don't think he's booked anymore.
I love AJ, but AJ's kind of old. He's kind of old. He's getting old.
I know, but I mean, he just cannot bring Rick in.
AJ's 36 years old. I think
bring him.
If Jeff Jarrett is like making a new promotion to compete with even TNA or any kind of, the current products in general, because then he's also competing with Ring of Honor. He's also competing with, especially if he's in LA, he's competing with PWG.
Well,
if he is
I don't know
putting
about
out
Ring of Honor.
To be competitive, yes, he is. He's going to be taking talent away from those other promotions. This is competition. So if he thinks he's going to start off a promotion, build a promotion, a brand new promotion that's going to compete with all of the other promotions that are out there, as well as the two big ones, I don't think AJ Styles is the way to go.
Yeah,
that's already been done.
I agree with that. I don't think AJ is the way to go either. If I had to choose,
yeah, I know that, but
tag team wise, I would pick the Bucks. Single wise, I would go with fucking Chris Hero. Fuck it, put Chris Hero in this shit.
Yeah, but he's like bringing a big name. I mean, Chris Hero is a big name. I mean, yeah, if they can't bring AJ, Chris Hero, no problem. That's a big name there. Three because they got to bring in a big name. They have to.
You want a big name? Who do you want?
Who's a free agent, right? I doubt.
All I know is that I had a conversation with Chris, and Chris said if Rey Mysterio goes to that promotion, he is not watching it.
Why the hell are we talking about Rey Mysterio going to work for Jeff Jarrett?
Because we were talking about free agents, and I had mentioned all the free agents that are coming up.
Well, I
none of the free agents coming up should be going to that promotion and being the ones that Jeff Jarrett builds around, because they're all free agents because they're close to retiring. You need youth.
I love ADR.
Yeah.
ADR would fit well over there probably.
No, ADR is not over in America. People
His
know
fucking
ADR.
wrestling skills. I mean, right now, I'm not even thinking about what he can do, like towards his talking and stuff. But him as a wrestler, he's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough, for sure. But I mean, if we're talking like Jeff Jarrett wants to come on the scene and compete and have a better product, like why would he just bring in old WWE guys? That's a TNA move. He could have stayed at TNA if you want to do dumb shit like that.
Well, I could see them bringing him, like, either WWE star or TNA star in this company, but around the most talent it's going to bring is probably from either outside the country or maybe talent that we here in the West Coast. But I don't see him like some of those guys like, oh, this is their roster. They got AJ Styles, they got Chris Hero, they got Scott Steiner, they got Matt and Rey Mysterio. I don't see that being the roster. No
Scott
way.
Steiner, Big Papa Pump.
I'm just saying.
Hey, speaking of, you know what? I'm sorry,
that's not going to happen.
Big Papa Pump, and this is random. What I'm about to ask. What episode or what pay-per-view did Scott Steiner turn on his brother to join the NWO? Because I want to watch it after this show.
I'm guessing it was 1998 Fall Brawl from WCW. I think that was the one.
I'm doing
that or 98 and Uncensored. It was somewhere around that. You know what? Or ask on Twitter. I know it was somewhere 98, began 98 and happened. 98 or Uncensored 98.
Well, we got 8 minutes here on the show. It's been a hell of a good show. A lot of discussions, back and forth, disagreements, but hey, it's good fucking radio.
Yeah.
It
is great, and
I just want to say thank you to Allie Parker for being on the show again. She's listening. Hopefully we'll see her soon. SummerSlam tickets go on sale tomorrow. Pre-sales.
It's pre-sale. You want to give them the code?
Huh?
No.
What is the code? WWE fan?
Code?
Is it WWE fan?
I don't know what it was.
Yep, that's the code.
And before we go off, just want to let everybody know, be on the lookout for this big blog coming up this week. It's going to feature guys from Wrestlingheads, 4CR, GW Smart Talk, and some other guys on our fantasy draft. Not fantasy draft, excuse me, fantasy. Our fantasy card for WrestleMania 30. So be on the lookout for that. Be on Wrestlingheads.com. But I'm going to have everybody throw out their plugs before we go off. Sloan.
Yeah, my Twitter is @SloanSweet. My blog is trashbackho.tumblr.com. And, yeah, I think that's it. I'm not feeling good, so I was really bitchy tonight. So thanks, guys.
Speaking of, I haven't seen none of your stuff lately.
I haven't written since I got back from Buffalo because I've just been, under the weather. And every time I, try to write, I just have a hard time, focusing, and then something else happens. But I have been slowly working on this big piece about Willow. And now that he's officially debuted, I think that blog will probably make its way up by the end of the week. So,
yeah.
Sure. Go ahead, Ash.
Yes. By the way, Lockdown was pretty good last night. You guys should check it out. And I'm thinking of checking out over to NXT this week. I'm actually thinking about it. You can follow me at Sinner632, same with Instagram, and check out my blogs. Check out my match of the week, which was Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior from WrestleMania 6. I like WrestleMania 6, so I put that on there. The next couple of weeks, I'm going to just put nothing but WrestleMania matches. Yeah, I'm going to put nothing but WrestleMania matches the next couple weeks. So, and after that, after WrestleMania ends, I'm going to stop putting WWE matches. I'll just probably put WCW or ECW or Meet of Honor. So, yeah, just check that out every week and check out my 10 as well.
Yeah, me and myself, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got lazy, too, just not saying Salone got lazy, but she got sick, so I got lazy on writing shit and doing top 10s. So I was actually in the process of writing my love for PWG. It's still there, so I gotta go back to start writing that. Should be up on WrestlingHeads.com. Be sure to check the website out for all the latest WWE, TNA, International, and rumors. We got all that up there. Be sure to follow us, Twitter, @Wrestlingheads. Follow me, WH Skits. Follow us on Vine, Wrestlingheads. Instagram, Wrestlingheads. Everything Wrestlingheads. Just Google us. Wednesday. Right now it's a question mark what the topic's going to be, but we'll figure that out.
I think I should choose a topic, because I think I haven't chose mine for a while.
So fuck it. Oscar, he'll announce it, I guess, on
Twitter or something.
Twitter or whatever.
Yeah. All right.
I'm fucking starving over here like Marvin. So I don't know what y'all about to do. I'm about to go eat.
Shit, I'm going to sleep.
I'm going to bed.
You guys have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Right. Until then, I'm Skits, that's Salone, and that's Oscar, and we're out. Peace.
What time is it?
WH Radio. We are the best in the world at what we